It's a happy Friday morning here in Montrose. I am here with my good friend Bud Taylor from the Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club. And we will talk about this display in a second. But wow, I love summertime in Montrose. What about you, Bud?
Oh, I love it. It's the best.
Really?
It's the best. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's perfect.
It is. And so I'm just super, super excited. But I know I say that every single week, but I truly love being in Montrose. And there are so many events and fun things to do now. So I want to talk about a couple of them. Gosh, if you like music and you like to be out at River Bottom Park, then on the 15th of August, that is a Sunday, starting at 3:30, Grace Community Church is inviting the entire community to come out, enjoy some music. We've got food trucks. They've got other entertainment that's happening. And do you know what? They're doing that after they serve the city. So Grace Community Church is shutting down on the 15th, and it's their annual Serve the City Day, and they do odd jobs all over the community that
awesome.
No one wants to do, like picking up trash. So come out and celebrate with them after that on the 15th. And then one of my favorite events is coming up. It's Youth Appreciation Day. Yeah. So we shut down the city of Montrose, and kids can get into all sorts of things for free.
Yes.
I mean, they can go bowling.
Yep.
Aren't you doing something at the Boys and Girls Club?
We're doing popcorn.
Popcorn.
At the Ute Park, I think. Yeah.
So, I mean, all over the city, starting at 8 o'clock. And so Our Town Matters here at the Business Center, we're going to do something fun. Ooh. It's backpacks and burritos. And then we've got Annette coming in from Toadstool Face Painting. So from 8 until 10 that day, you can eat, you can pick out a backpack, and the kids can get their face painted. We're going to have some music and just some other things. So come on out to the Our Town Matters Business Center, especially if you need a backpack. Also, we have community partners around the city who have offered to put bins in their buildings so people can donate backpacks. So if you're looking to make a backpack donation or would like to put a bin in your building, just contact the Our Town Matters Business Center. All right, then it comes to fall events. Do you know fall is 4 weeks away?
No.
Okay. Okay, the fall months, months start in 4 weeks. So one of the fall events is the Wine and Food Festival. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
Is that why we have all of this here?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a tasting.
Just a tasting. And then you like symphonic music. We have Pops in the Park in Montrose and in Cedar Edge. That's on the 11th and 12th of September. And then Rise Up 2021, Praise Him Ministries is bringing in Chris Tomlin, Danny Goki, and Jordan Feliz, which is pretty darn awesome. And Surf's Up. If you love the Beach Boys, then the San Juan Healthcare Foundation's annual concert will feature a Beach Boys cover band called Surf's Up. Yeah. So that's quite a few events that's happening over the next 8 weeks, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. This is typical Montrose. There's nothing to do, right? Never anything to do in Montrose. No, that's a lie. There's always something going on.
But when I moved here 4.5 years ago, they were like, "Oh, you might be bored." I don't think I'm bored at all.
I've never been bored. But the hardest part of living here is telling people, "No, I can't come. I got something else."
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. I think the hardest part of living here is sitting in front of this wine that I can't drink right now.
Right now, we'll crack it open.
Okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Just thank you so much to our sponsors. We have Alpine Bank, River Valley Family Healthcare Centers, Elevate Fiber, and the Real Estate Store. We could not bring this amazing programming to you without the help of these underwriters.
Employees, and we were in a double wide trailer with 4 exam rooms. So that's where we started, behind an elementary school, really focused on taking care of those children. It was a school-based clinic prior to us becoming an FQHC. But very quickly we realized the community needed a lot more support, a lot more access to healthcare. So in the last 8 years, we've grown to 3 different sites. We have 104 employees now, and we're taking care of about 6,600 unique patients a year.
You're proud to call Colorado home. So are we. Since 1973, We've been giving back to the communities where we live, work, and play across our great state. And we're here to stay. If you're looking for an independent, locally managed community bank where the employees are also the owners, we would like to be your bank. We're Alpine Bank.
All right, you know, these commercial breaks are just starting to stress me out a bit. So while you guys were watching these awesome commercials, they are trying to rename the program and add with Bud. So we may have a co-host here soon.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, guys, you guys vote on Bud Taylor being a co-host of Montrose Matters Live.
That's
so
right.
Get your questions ready and get your comments ready, because we're going to give away 2 tickets to the annual Wine and Food Fest, right?
That's right.
So anyone who comments or does ask a question today will be entered to win a drawing that we will announce later today. Yeah. So, Bud Taylor.
Yes.
Boys and Girls Club.
Absolutely.
Amazing. I want to talk about the history of the Boys and Girls Club, your history, which is quite unique.
Yeah,
and
it's unique.
So tell us about Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, it started in 1999.
Okay.
Just group of people said there's nothing for kids to do here. You know, they've got this funny middle school age kids, and what do they do?
Because it is funny when you're in the middle school.
Oh yeah, you just don't know what to do and who you are. And
I was awkward. Were you awkward in middle school? Okay, I'm still awkward.
I don't want to talk about that. But
does it still hurt a bit?
It's just a little bit.
Okay.
But no, it's good. So yeah, these people, these adults came together and said, we need a Boys and Girls Club here in Montrose. They got some grants, and I know a good friend of mine, Pat Rydell, she wrote one of the biggest grants to El Pomar Foundation that they've ever given.
Really?
And El Pomar funded the club for pretty much a couple of years.
Oh my goodness.
Just amazing stuff to hear about. And she still helps out with the club here and there. So started it in 99, as I said, and I was actually the 166th member to join.
You were the 166th member. Wow.
Yeah.
How do you know that number?
So we all had member numbers, and you clock in on the computer and clocked out. And so I remember mine's 100166. And then I was also the 95th employee, because that was 9009596. So
how do you remember these things?
I don't know. You just do it every day for years, and it just sticks. So,
okay.
But you know, it was awesome. In the early years, it was just so much fun. We got to hang out. We got to just be kids. Yeah. You know, they gave us the choice on what we wanted to do, whether it was play Pokemon or Magic.
Wait, play Pokemon? That was an option?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's when it was hot back in the day. First generation, all that fun stuff.
Right.
So, you know, that's what we were able to do. So yeah, and stuck with that all the way up until I graduated high school, and then left, got my degree, and came back. And then I actually was on the board of directors for a year. So I really got a taste of all the different aspects, and then moved down into my position as executive director, and it's just been fun.
Wow. That's what a great story.
Yeah.
To come back and just run the Boys and Girls Club, and a club that you had so much fun with and that you enjoyed. Mm-hmm. Well, good. So you have an annual event that it happens every year.
Yep.
And it involves wine?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about the Wine and Food Fest.
Yeah, the Wine and Food Fest.
I think we've got a poster up here,
Yeah.
Okay, there are animals hanging out, having some food, and it looks like there are wine glasses. I want to be a part of that party.
Yes, you do. Everybody does.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss this party. I mean, it's probably one of the best fundraisers in town. It's just so much fun.
Because you're not biased at all.
Not at all.
Right.
I've been to so many fundraisers, and I'm just kidding. But this is one of the best ones in town. We work hard on it. We work on it, 8 or 9 months out of the year. And as the poster said, we really want it to be just a community gathering together. You know, all of us, all of our differences, but we're all coming back together again, you know, after all the COVID stuff. So
I love it. I'm looking
it's
at all
awesome.
these sponsor levels. Am I even, are you guys taking sponsorships?
We
anymore?
are. Today is the last day for sponsorships. So
No, is that a coincidence? Today is the last day for sponsorship.
I know, right? Yeah. So if you want to, give me a call and I'll get you signed up. So, you know, we don't have to get the money right this second, but you know, it'll be good. We want to get you and your advertising out there for everybody to see. And so we have our sponsored dinner, which is on Friday night.
And where is that?
That's going to be at the Bridges.
Okay.
So we're finalizing details now. And then Saturday is our big main event. That's the grand tasting, as we call it. And we're going to have over 50 different vendors with 50 different booths all over the event center. It's just going to be huge, fantastic. We're getting everybody wine glasses. All the sponsors that come get a little bamboo board where it can hold their wine glass and hold the food, and everybody can just snack, and it's just fantastic.
Had me at snack.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I get
it's
to
awesome.
I get to walk around with my little bamboo, plate and something that holds my wine. I can eat, snack, and talk to people.
Yeah.
That's like a dream come true for someone like me, bud.
And listen to great music. We've got Neon Sky coming.
What?
And
you have bands there?
Yeah, we have bands there. I mean, this isn't a party without a band.
Okay, how have I missed wine and food all these years?
I don't know.
What was
you
I
need
doing?
to come.
Okay, well I hope I win some tickets. Is anyone commenting or anybody else want to? If I win tickets, you want to go as my guest?
There we go.
Can I win tickets? Wait.
Yeah.
All right, at commercial break, I'm going to comment.
There we go. Get on your phone, everybody. Comment.
Exactly. Now, in all seriousness, though, this is your largest fundraiser for Boys and Girls Club. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you weren't able to have this last year,
it hurt.
Okay.
It hurt bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, I want to talk about that. You've got a building campaign that's coming up. COVID has impacted that as well. But most importantly, I heard a number a couple of years ago that literally floored me, that you had a 2-year waiting list for Boys and Girls Club.
Yep.
That's amazing. So we need this more than ever. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
At the Real Estate Store, we're a group of real estate professionals who share all forms of property brokering in an innovative way. Our expertise and experience makes us the best choice for buyers and sellers. Our brokers are ready to assist you, either in person or virtually. Come visit us in historic downtown Montrose and experience for yourself the difference of our personal, professional property brokers.
Believe it, just like Gigfoot, zero-lag gaming does exist. The real myth now? Slow internet made you lose. So step up your game with Elevate Internet today.
You know, Bud, cheese balls. Do you know that I love cheese balls? I can't say I've ever had them. I just see them on the Elevate commercial, and they look good.
They're delicious.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, when I see a monkey eating cheese balls.
Yeah.
And anyway, I digress on the cheese balls. But I'm sure you're going to have better food than cheese balls.
Oh my goodness.
Wine and food,
yes.
right?
Yeah. I can't even tell you how good some of our food is at Wine and Food. A couple of years ago, we had foie gras. Have you ever had that? I've never had that in my life. And we had it at Wine and Food.
Don't you remember my story? I'm a poor black child from White Settlement, Texas. I've never had foie gras.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. Wine and Food was also the premiere of Crash Burger's egg rolls.
Oh, really?
Yep. Chef Rich came in and said, I'm going to try this. And then they put it on their menu later that year.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it's amazing.
So I heard a story that you have a cooking class or a
Yes.
cooking segment, and Chef Rich helps out with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, tell me
Yes.
what do the kids make? As I digress from wine and food for a second.
It's just awesome. So one of the first things he taught was the hamburger. Just what does a crash burger hamburger? How do you make it? How do we cook it? We
Do you
made.
remember how to do that? I don't know how to make a hamburger.
It's
So those patties.
it's
that I
it's
see
kind
in
of a
the-
secret, so I can't tell.
Darn.
Rich might be coming after me in a little bit.
Rich, maybe you can come on the show
There we
and
go.
make
We'll-
hamburgers for us.
We'll do a cooking demonstration with Rich,
Okay.
right?
See, you're still trying to get his name on our billboard
That's
here.
right, that's right.
The Tanya and Bud
The
Show.
Tanya and Bud Show. No, we've made ramen
Okay.
before, the traditional Japanese style ramen, so very good, very tasty.
Really? Not the stuff that comes in the bag.
No,
that I
not
feed
not
my
the
8-year-old
not
'cause
top ramen. No,
Mom doesn't know how to cook.
that's
but okay.
hey, you just come to class. We'll teach you how to cook, girl.
Wait, haven't I
Good.
aged out?
No, we'll make special exceptions for Tanya.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, yes.
But no, so that's a fascinating program.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you all get into your new building, I think that's going to expand. If
Yes.
I understand
Yeah.
correctly, some of the some of the photos and images that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So let's as I jump around here because kind of that's what I do. Sorry.
That's
Bob.
right.
So wine and food didn't happen last year, obviously,
Yep.
because of COVID. It is your largest fundraiser
is.
that helps fund, the majority of things that
Mm-hmm.
happen at Boys and Girls Club. How did you guys pivot? What did you do?
We had to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
We had to look at the state guidance and see what they were talking about.
Okay.
We could only have 40 kids. And I'm like, dude, we're used to 120 kids. Like, that is a third. So, we had to look at that and how does that affect our staff and our staffing? Because then it was like, well, do we need 1 staff or 2 staff or 3 staff? And so we really cut down on our staff as well. And so looking at some of those expenses and, probably our biggest, one of the biggest things that, hurt us was we closed our Olathe unit down. And it was so
it's just
difficult.
the Montrose that's still open today,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Okay.
But I mean, if there's we have a couple of Olathe kids who still come to club, and their parents work in Montrose, and they drive in every day and go home every day. So it works. And we still want to serve those kids, but it's just trying to figure that delicate balance, and then trying to figure everything out.
So it was a year of tough decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes Wine and Food 2021 that much more important.
Yeah.
It has to hopefully make up for what you
Yes.
lost last year, and still maintain what you were normally
Maintain.
bringing in. Do you feel good about it?
I actually feel great about it. It's just because it's so fun, and maybe it's just me, but I'm just like excited. Like, it's just I hear the food vendors that are coming in and the wine vendors that are coming in, and just like all the cool things that we want to do, and like, it's just like, all right, we're getting back into it, people.
But I think you're excited about everything. However, I do see a glimmer in your eye when you say wine, food.
Yes, yeah.
So what can we expect? Who's coming? What vendors?
Oh my gosh, we've got some of the big ones come in. I know Republic Distributing, they're coming, and they always bring a smorgasbord of everything. I think Amy said Snowcap Ciders is in, so it's a lot of local people. I mean, it's kind of like who isn't coming in?
Okay.
It's everybody. We're even trying to get the new.
He wants my job because I
No,
asked
no,
the
no.
wrong question. I
No.
should have asked.
I just
so
want to
who
be the
isn't
co-host.
coming?
I just want to be the co-host, not your job. Come on, girl.
Who isn't coming in? Well, so anyone who's everyone is
Yeah.
going to be there.
Yes. Yep.
4 weeks away.
Yes.
You got this.
Nope. Amy's got this.
Amy.
Amy, my wonderful wife, she's got this. Yep. She's our fearless leader, and she's just been kicking butt and taking names. So.
You know, okay, Amy Taylor, we have to do a shout out to her. Most people know Amy, and you don't know that you know Amy because this lady will do anything for her husband and the Boys and Girls Club, including dressing up as a crab.
That's right. Yes.
So she has a crab costume that I wish I would have had a picture of. But this is Amy's baby. This is her thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I love it. Love it. So tell me this. There is something new or something that you guys are working on regarding wine and food. And is it an app?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is one thing that I'm really working on is the app.
So you do have a task.
So it's my task. It's my baby.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm working on an app so that way you can open it and check who's all coming, what food vendors are coming, what wine vendors, what spirit vendors are coming. Kind of the booth layout before the event, so you can kind of pick and choose who you're going to go to.
Okay.
And when you're there, we hope you use it and start favoriting some of your wines, so that way when you go back to your liquor store that you like, just say, hey, I really liked this wine, and then they can pull the wine for you. Make it super easy, super fun.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to download that app. How do I find it?
We will put up a QR code at the event.
Oh, fantastic. So we can just scan. Oh, I don't even have to worry about finding it or anything. You're going to make it easy.
Just scan it and make it easy. Make it fun.
You know what I forgot to ask? I'm worried about the food and the wine and, all of the... Where is it? Where do I go?
Yeah, this year it's at the Montrose County Event Center. And we chose that versus the Bridges because partially the event center is so much bigger. We have space to roam around, and if
you're on the floor of the event center?
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
We have that many people. 2 years ago when we had it, we had over 1,000 people show up to the event.
Okay.
1,000 people.
I have missed out.
Yeah.
So, they hold like concerts and rodeos and big events at the event center.
Hence, that's why they want the Wine and Food Festival there. This is a big event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to have an event at the event center.
There we go.
Or I could just sponsor wine and food, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just come on in, Tanya.
That's funny. So, how many people are you expecting? About 1,000 this year?
Yeah, we're hoping to get 1,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these bottles of wine, but I just have to tell you, this one.
Yeah, that's mine.
Is it?
That's mine.
Like, how do I get this? How do I take this home with me? Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
So are these wines, will they be featured there? And or these are ones from past years?
These are just past years' wines, but I do know for a fact that this wine right here is in one of our silent auction baskets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I did not tear apart the basket. I had that one at home as well. But so if you like that wine and you want to take it home, you can bid on the silent auction.
Oh, that's awesome. It's Elysium. It's a California, black muscat. Oh, yeah. It's a dessert wine. Mm-hmm. You know what? There's some donuts in that foyer. I think does that constitute as dessert?
I think
and then
so.
we can pour a glass of this dessert wine.
That's right.
Our producer Drew is like, Tanya, seriously, can we move on from the wine? Okay.
Well, no, I want a glass.
Yeah, see, we're gonna have to get a glass for Drew.
It's getting a little weird.
So, Drew, we know you can come on the show and run it and be a part of it too.
That's
so
right.
drink wine. So you can do it
yes.
all. The other thing that is really going on with the Boys and Girls Club that is significant is the building campaign.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, because something has changed. First of all, it's
Lots of
awesome.
stuff.
I love the design and layout.
Yes.
And if you want to go see the design and layout, all you need to do is contact Bud. He's got schematics and everything. Yeah. And even a VR, virtual reality program that will show you what each of the rooms are going to be like.
Yeah.
But
it's
tell us
awesome.
about the building and how close are you?
We are, this close. We're super close.
So is that $1,000 or is that $1 million?
It's about $55,000 locally.
Whoa!
So it's close. It's very close. So I guess, a lot of people have been asking me, where are we at with this? What's going on? There's nothing going on the site. What's happening? Well, we're trying to get our loan through USDA, and that's a $2.5 million loan over a 40-year period at like a 2-point-something% interest rate. So that is just ridiculously good rates. That's stable for the whole 40 years. You know, we're not going back every 5 years and renegotiating. So this means stability for the club for the next 40 years.
Wow.
But to do that, we have to jump through all these hoops.
They don't make it easy,
yeah,
right?
no, nothing with government is easy, of course.
But it's worth it for that interest
It is.
rate.
It's totally worth it. You know, and we've had some big hiccups. If you've ever been to our site, we've got a big ditch that runs through it.
Okay. It's off of 6700 Road?
6700 in Niagara, yes. Yeah, and there's a big ditch on there, and the government has decided that is protected wetlands, even though it's a ditch. So
What?
yeah, pretty crazy. But that's what they decided, and so we've had to jump through those hoops of, you know, dealing with wetlands issues.
Okay.
And then we're now dealing with getting everything and sending it up to USDA. Well, a lot of the people who really backed the project were at the state level, have decided to take other jobs elsewhere. So now they haven't backfilled those positions, and they're sending them all over to Washington, D.C., and those people are very much sticklers for the program, and they need everything just right. So we are, right now we're getting feedback on our application, and so we're just addressing that feedback and sending it back up to USDA. So right now we're in this dance with USDA, and we're really hoping that by the end of the month we should know if we're approved or not, or what
August,
we're doing.
So just in a few weeks.
Just in a few weeks.
Great.
So that's what we're really hoping for. Because to be honest, if it goes any further past that, we're in jeopardy of kind of losing some of our other grants, because then deadlines are pushed by 4 to 6 months. And so the grants are like, well, do you really need us? And so we're really working right now on the back end. A lot of that hidden stuff that people don't see, that's what's going on right now.
So basically, you may not see, you know, groundbreaking, but we are doing things behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I heard a rumor, and you know, everything you hear isn't true, but we all know that building supplies and so forth have increased significantly, and it's definitely hurting our, you know, the housing market here or the new home builds here. But commercially, it's affecting commercial buildings as well. Yeah. So how did this impact you?
Oh my goodness, it was huge. It's almost detrimental, because we had a $3 million project set up that we really thought we could get this done with maybe $3.5 million. And it's now exploded to about $4.7 million. And that was our last budget check.
I'm sorry, what? It almost by a full mil? Because you said,
4.7.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and just to give you an example, the dirt work or the earthwork originally was, you know, $150,000, and it jumped up to about $700,000. So I don't know why it happened, but it just did. Okay. You know, and it's tough.
I need a shovel. I need some equipment. I am in the wrong business.
Yeah.
You know, are you kidding, bud?
No. That's what our estimates came back at. So.
You know, but it sounds like you guys are pushing through. You're pushing forward. You want this to happen.
Yes.
Because seriously, a 2-year waiting list.
Yeah.
That's what you were looking at. This is pre-COVID. This had nothing.
This is before, yeah.
Yes.
In fact, you know, to be honest, we were almost up to 4-year waiting list. So about every 25 kids on the waiting list is about a year.
Oh my
goodness. We were up to 90 kids. And to get to really help you understand some of that as well, people would call us and we'd say, look, there are 89 kids in front of you that want to get in. You are more than welcome to apply for membership. We recommend you apply for membership. We're thinking it's about 4 years for you to get in. And people are still filling out the application.
Because they're hoping.
And they're hoping. And a lot of people said, no, we're not. And so our waiting list is not a true representation of the need. It's a partial representation, but we know the need is so much greater, because there's so many people who heard that and just said, I got to figure something else out. I can't stay here. I got to move. I got to have grandma. I got to do something else. So,
especially when
yeah.
you have young families. Our producer Drew Lowen and his lovely wife Gina are expecting their
Yes.
first baby,
Yeah.
and at the rate that they're going right now, they should probably get on the waiting
That's
list.
right.
And so by the time that they're 6,
Yeah.
they can.
Man.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those.
It is. Yeah.
That is the true reality, and childcare. Lack of childcare prohibits people from working, from earning a living wage.
Exactly.
And and then lack of affordable childcare. Will help. Is one of the reasons why some people are living below poverty level. So they are out earning a living wage, but they are paying so much for childcare.
Yep.
And that's where Boys and Girls Club comes
Yeah.
in, and it's beneficial to the community as a whole.
Yeah.
I have a young lady that works for us, and her son has been in the Boys and Girls Club program for years.
Yeah.
And young Braden, I guess he had so much fun at a STEM fair that you had yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's not child care.
No, this isn't just let's sit down and watch a movie every day. This is let's do fun stuff. Let's learn cooking. Let's do STEM. Let's do Legos and test some of the strength of Legos, and if we can build a bridge and how strong is it. Let's take, arts and crafts and not just, we're coloring, this is, and then we have some days where it's like, let's try and figure out how to do this cheap. And I'll give you a really good example.
Please do.
So the cheapest event that kept our kids busy all day long cost us about $3. And that was getting some high-vis green yarn, and they tacked it to the walls all over the place and had a laser maze. And so then they timed each other trying to get through the laser maze so you could do it the fastest, so you could do it the craziest. It took all day. But for $3, we kept them busy. And it was no TV, and they just had so much fun, and the staff had a blast, and it was just awesome.
Okay, every parent, I hope you wrote that down. Maybe that's you could start blogging cheap ways to entertain your children.
Make a new app, right?
Exactly. All right, so we've had fun on this show.
Yeah.
Black Canyon Boys and Girls Club, the annual Wine and Food Festival is coming up on September 4th. It's going to be at the Event Center. Get your tickets, and I believe you can get your tickets at wine.blackcanyontickets.com. Anyone who commented or liked the show today, you will be entered to win 2 tickets, and those are valued at $65. So that is, thank you so much for donating those tickets, Boys and Girls Club. And vote on Bud. If we need a co-host for Montrose Matters Live.
That's right.
But make it a great weekend, everybody.